You have a very striking face. How many times has it been struck? I'd wager the only thing smaller than your hit dice is your manhood. Your mother is so fat she casts a shadow large enough for Tarasques to cool off in her shade. So we entered the next room of the Von Rippington lair. A map on a table was discovered there. Some cabinets filled with a fine array of objects, but when attacked they jumped away. We would not be beaten by a sentient shelf, though Krill couldn't end it by himself. Arborf assisted his half-orc brother. When it was finally beat, Krill smashed another. We fought valiantly against furniture enlivened, a most unexpected rival. We fought valiantly against furniture enlivened, a most unexpected rival. Its hearts about that which we have found, a tablet and a book. The book appears on dwarvish tone. Gregomel takes a look. A guide for those who wish Celeste decide what more will lie ahead in dice and desire.
Bum.
Yes?
Is this the room of valuable stuff? Because this is a little bit underwhelming.
We haven't even checked half the room yet.
I mean, I've not been here before, so I don't know whether this is. I just heard he had stuff. I don't really know.
Is this the last? What's the curtain about? Is this what's happening?
I don't know. Have a look. Whatever. Listen, I just gave you the information. You're here to do the thing. My voice is... I tell you what, my bum voice is a bastard of whatever it was originally.
Does anyone want to look behind the curtain with me?
Quinch, I think we should investigate these cabinets first before we leave this room, because if there are interesting magical items, the last thing that we need is a distraction from looking. Let's search the room quickly, and then you can look behind the curtain.
Yes.
Okay. So... with that, I noticed that Dweezil has moved.
Creatures find a laser beam.
Are you looking in that?
Yeah, can I look in the cabinet, please?
Of course you can. Okay. This one's a rather unique cabinet. In that there's almost nothing. Well, it's almost nothing in there. There is just but one small disc. And when I say small disc, like sort of slightly larger than a coin. Do you want to look at
disc size?
Want to look a little closer?
GameCube game size, I reckon.
Yes, please. Can I look a little closer?
As you lean in, can you roll me a perception check, please?
Yep. That's a natty one.
It's got an image on this disc. You notice that it's black in colour. And there's some gold on this, but I don't know what it is. Maybe the doing all these riddles has somewhat warped your mind, and you can't quite understand what image is on this disc.
Does it appear that the cabinet will open?
There appears to be no locks or hinges or anything else.
I put my hand on top of the cabinet with one hand, and then with the other hand I slide open the glass door.
You slide it open?
Or open it in whichever way it opens.
No, there is no visible way of opening this cabinet.
There's no visible way of opening.
As in, there's no hinges. It's got a slidey front like you would see at a museum or something like that. It's literally it's like it's been made in the way it is.
Right. How heavy would you say this cabinet is?
Great question.
What's the back? What's the back of the cabinet? Is it wood? Is it open at the back or what?
It's glass. It's almost like so it's glass. It's literally sort of other than the framework, it's glass all the way across the top with legs. It's gonna be fairly heavy. You could pick it up. Yeah, sure.
Right. No, I'll break it. I'll break it open.
How are you breaking it open?
With Quinch.
You summoned me, sir.
Correct. Break the cabinet, please, Quinch.
Yes, of course. Quinch will strike it with the hay shit.
Can you roll me a attack roll, please?
Yes. 23.
23, excellent.
That's
As
the
you go
highest
to,
he'd ever rolled.
Yeah.
As you go to hit it with your hay shit,
Oh,
it dives 10 foot to its right. Or
He's a
its
slippery fuck.
right. I take it we're rolling
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind.
initiative again then.
Yep.
Right, let's go.
Greg, you're up first.
Greg wants to go over to this lovely cabinet that's just jumped out the way, and I think he wishes just to throw a fireball at it. Firebolt even, which is a cantrip.
Let's set a fireball in that small area.
Do it. Straight on top of Quinch. Okay, go for them. Is that an attack roll, yeah?
Yes.
And is that a level 1?
It is a level. Well, it's not a spell, it's a cantrip.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah.
16 plus 4, 20.
Yep, that hits.
For 1d10 damage. If I could work out what d10 is, that'd be great. That's a d8.
It's the one with the 10 on.
Ah, well, it's not. It's the one with the 0
Actually,
one,
it's
isn't it? Isn't it?
It is. Equally, the 20 has a 10 on.
That's for 6 fire damage on it. A
6.
flammable object hit by this spell ignites as if it would. Yeah, so basically it goes on fire as well.
Nice touch. So you hit it with a fireball, and how much was that? Sorry, 6. Did you say?
Yeah, 6 damage.
6 damage. Yep. So you hit it with a fireball. It doesn't, though. Weirdly enough, go on fire.
But it's good.
But it does take a decent chunk of damage. Anything else, Gregor?
Well, I'm a little confused to why it hasn't set on fire, if I'm going to be honest with you. But I mean, no, I'll leave it to one of the other chaps to finish off chopping up or whatever they want to do with it.
Okie dokie. Krill. I like the way he was talking to me as if I was involved in the actual scenario there. Krill, do you want to smash another cabinet?
Yeah, I'm not going to rage. I'm going to hand axe. Get an old hand axe out.
Hold on. Before we go any further, isn't it Dweezil's turn first? He did roll a
That's a good point.
natty 20.
He's not on there. I didn't put him on there. Yeah. We'll do Dweezil's turn.
Just
Sorry,
because I want to see.
forgot.
The weasel might finish it off.
Yeah, I want to see
forgot
if
to
it
add
picks
him
an axe
manually.
up and just kills it.
I don't even think he's got the movement to get over there, to be honest.
Oh.
Okay.
Vin's just going to, because he's not really a combat thing, just going to return to like Dabov's shoulders, and I don't know if he can provide any sort of assistance or anything, but if not, just going to remove himself from combat, I think.
Okie dokie. So Vin on, then Krill.
So I've just watched the weasel for the last 30 seconds decide what it's going to do, and then just scurry up
6 seconds. Only 6 seconds.
6 seconds. And then I'm holding my hand axe, waiting for him to do something. Oh, not going to do anything. Oh, okay. And then I launch my hand axe at the camp.
Oh, thrown. Nice. Okay. He's going to dodge, which gives you disadvantage on your throw.
Ooh.
13 overall.
13 overall. That misses. Your hand axe goes flying past it and clangs against the wall on the opposite side.
Great. This cabinet legit has a higher AC than I do. That's great.
Dweezil.
I'm going to smash it. Get here, stupid cabinet. So I run towards it and I hit it with my rapier.
Okay.
That's a 13.
Your rapier does nothing.
Oh.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Quinch.
He's going to try the hay shit again. He's already tried once, but he's going to go for a hay shit splice.
Okay.
Simple. 13 as well.
13. That also 3 13s on a bounce. No, nothing. This cabinet is just weaving, ducking, diving. Dabov.
I will have a go at it with my short bow, I think, from here. Because I can sprint over there, but not gonna. That is a 19.
That hits. Well done.
Way.
So we can't hit him stood right next to it.
Do I get a sneak attack on that if it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
cool? Right, so
Got a sneak attack against a cabinet.
rolled an actual 6, so that's 9 plus whatever my sneak attack is. I forget what sneak attack is.
An extra 2d6, isn't it, at this level?
Cool. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, 2d6. So that was 9 plus another 6 plus 1, so that's 16.
Your arrow comes... Is it an arrow or a bolt in your...
It's an arrow.
Arrow. Comes through, smashes through the glass, through the other side of the glass, and as much as an animate cabinet can look, it dies.
Nice.
So it is out of...
Can I see the token thing?
So you sort of smash a little bit extra glass out the way, and you pick it up. Now, I'm not going to ask you to roll perception. I'm happy if you wish to ask some of your colleagues if you wish to take a moment of that pride.
Quinch, do you recognise this? Does this mean anything to you?
Can you perception it for me, Quinch?
I'd be honoured to perceive it. 14.
14. So Quinch looks it over. On the reverse, there is nothing. It's just pure black. It's a wooden token. You notice that much. It's pure black all over, apart from on the top side, I guess. There is a golden goose.
It's a golden goose. I've heard legend of the golden goose. It brings wealth and riches upon those who own it, but what it would be doing on a coin or token, I have no idea, I'm afraid, Dweezil.
Well, we should keep hold of this and endeavour to try and find out what it is.
I hand it to Dweezil.
Can one of you throw me back my hand axe, please?
Yeah, I pass the hand axe back to...
So who's taking the...
I'm taking the token.
Okie dokie. And Krill, you took the stone, yeah?
Yeah, and the book is with correct.
Okie dokie. So that's that. What do you do next?
Fellas, may I make a suggestion? Perhaps we should approach these cabinets by surrounding them first to stop them from getting away, because this is becoming like one of those funny stage shows with the slapstick comedy I enjoy so much.
Why don't we have a look what is in all of these cabinets, and then all move to a cabinet, and all just hit them at once. So we
simultaneously hit at the same time.
So we unleash all of the cabinets all at once, rather than engaging into tedious combat against one cabinet after another. Let's just set
Everyone
all
to
of the
next
cabinet.
This is... I never thought that I'd see you fine heroes being vexed and scared by some cabinets.
Just ganging up on it. Right, I lift my axe in preparation.
I would say I'm gonna.
It's the middle one, isn't it? We're in the middle one.
Well, let's all do. So we've done.
Yeah, what do we see in this middle cabinet?
Right. Which one are you looking at then? Sorry. Can you ping it? Sorry, I wasn't looking.
The middle one.
No. You do the one below it, Krill. I'll do that one.
Right. So
I'm just I'm not hitting it. I'm just in preparation for you to say go.
Right, okay. So the one next to Dweezil, you look inside this and you see a painting.
He's on the east wall of the room,
yeah,
right?
On the east side of the room. A few knickknacks and whatnot, but you see a painting in this, an unframed painting. It's a painting of a group of unicorns sitting around a table playing cards, smoking pipes.
Oh, Gregomel, this is definitely an object that you would appreciate.
Oh, yes, it is.
Can you also roll me a perception check, please?
Yes,
have we established that we're just taking everything then?
Oh, actually, roll me a history check. Yeah.
Okay. We've got that's another natty one.
Natty one, yeah. You see his signature on the painting, but you don't recognise it or.
Oh, okay.
Okie dokie. So yeah, So that's in that. So are you just doing cabinet by cabinet for the time being, just looking and then?
We'll look at what's in the cabinets
Okay.
and then we'll smack them
Well,
all
let me go around the room then. So the one then that's closest to Krill, you look inside that cabinet, and you see very gleaming, very shiny, a helmet, shaped like an owl's head.
Oh,
Right, everyone stack up. We're hitting this cabinet.
Are you genuinely, or are we just going to move it the
No,
other
me,
one?
Quidge, will you join me in annihilating this cabinet?
I would be honoured to annihilate something with you.
So just a straight attack roll.
Yeah, I thought you. Okay. All right.
Wait, what did we say? Did we say we were going to...
I thought you were just looking in
so
all the
we're going to
cabinets
see
and then
what's
just.
in all the
we'll do
cabinets,
that,
and then we'll hit them all and then
Quidge,
deal with them all.
Quidge, be patient.
Right, so next we've got Quinch, who looks in his cabinet down in the bottom right corner of the room. And you see the thing that most takes your eye in this is it's a cube, a small cube. And as far as you can tell, you can only see sort of about four sides. Each of the sides appears to be broken down into 9 small squares. And on each of those is sort of a variety of colours. There's about approximately 6 different colours that you can tell from looking at this cube.
My God, it's some kind of jewellery case or some such. It's magnificent, and I yes, I can only assume it's some sort of adult thing.
Who's up next then?
Guys on the other side of the room need to check theirs.
Yeah, I'm going to take these 2 in the bottom left of the room.
Okay, bottom left.
Yeah. So I'm just looking at the 2 cabinets that I'm close to.
I'm going to just sort of head over but not do it.
You notice in this cabinet 2 exotic-looking small wooden sticks, probably about 12 or so centimeters long, matching. They taper down to a sort of rounded, smaller point, whereas the top is sort of a bit more square shaped, and there's some sort of peculiar exotic writing across the top end of the sticks.
Okay. What about the other cabinet?
The other cabinet, a very, very large tooth.
Can't wait to throw that down a hole.
And when I say large, I'm talking about like 2.5 foot, 3 foot tooth.
Nice.
May I ask the shape of the tooth?
It's like a fang. It's a fang type tooth.
Ooh,
I guess is probably a better way of describing it, a fang.
sweet little fang.
Okay. Next up.
Yeah, Greg's gonna have a look at the cabinets in the middle of the room on the other side that haven't been smashed up.
Okie dokie. That cabinet that you're looking in at the moment, you notice an elaborate pair of candlesticks shaped like creatures that you roll me a nature check.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me just see if I got a bonus on nature. I got a +2. Nice. I rolled a 3 +2, 5.
Right, you don't recognise what these creatures are, but they're humanoid in nature, and they are essentially sort of both sort of stood, looking sort of almost looking straight up in the sky, and from their mouths are sort of tentacles that are wrapped around the base of the candle.
Wow.
Okay. And what's in the other cabinet then in the middle?
And then the cabinet underneath that, there is a statue of a waterfall leading to a pool. So quite a fairly chunky statue this is. A waterfall leading down into sort of like a pool with a somewhat naked lady emerging from the pool. Can you roll me a religion check, please?
Is this Chalupa? The birth of Chalupa? It's a grand total of 18.
18. No, this is not Chalupa. However, you do recognise this as a holy symbol of Eldath, the goddess of peace.
Wouldn't mind a piece of her ass.
You also recognise from your small discussions that you have had with Quinch that the monastery he belonged to was the goddess of peace, Eldath, Our Lady in Waiting. So this is a holy symbol of Quinch's monastery, who he's just said that he would like to fuck. So I think that says much about his religious level.
I'm going to call over to Quinch and go, Quinch, I believe this is your deity over here. Not Chalupa, the other one. The one that you want to fuck.
So, up to you.
I'll get a look at it. Quinch runs over. Ah, yes. That brings me back to some memories studying the religious scribes for many hours as a young studier.
I take it this is before you murdered all the fellow monks that were there, I take it.
It wasn't murder, it was killing. Disagreement killing.
My mistake.
Just as you're having that conversation, you hear guys. I've lost his voice completely. Guys. There's a horn in here made out of a snake. It's very weird. It's like a snake, and it's wrapped round and round and round, and like the mouth is like all open. It's quite creepy, and that's me saying that.
Can I call dibs on that?
Does it look like a drink? Does it look like a drinking horn or a musical horn, Bum?
A horn.
Well,
I don't really know.
I'm glad we cleaned that up. That's yes.
I'd be interested to have a look at it.
Okay. Who's next? So I think there's one cabinet left, which Vin is looking at. Is Vin looking at that?
Yeah, can do. He was just put there, just randomly. But yeah, he may as well.
It's up to you. I mean, if someone else wants to take that place, it's up to you whether you can see through.
No, I'll get Vin involved. I'll look through his eyes and see what I can see.
Vin looks in and he sees what appears to be a sort of velveteen, tall, pointy blue hat, which has emblazoned over it white stars and two sort of black circles just sort of round here. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, I wonder what that could be. Copyrighted content from. Okay. Yeah, I'll relate that to the group.
So you've now seen all the cabinets, I believe.
I don't think we've seen this one here, middle south.
Yeah, you have. That was the statue of the waterfall.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Have we established the contents of all the cabinets? Is there anything that takes anyone's fancy?
Well, I think we should collect all of these objects. I would like to have a closer look at the horn, just in case it is a musical instrument. But
should we gather by the horn?
Well, should we? No, let's just smash all the cabinets, and if they move, then we'll just tackle them. I don't think the cabinets from so far haven't really presented as any danger. We don't need to all gang up on cabinets. We should all just be able to handle a zonal marking, handle an area of the room.
I mean,
yes.
Three of you did miss one of the cabinets.
Quinch steps over to the waterfall statue one.
Okay, Greg's going to head over to the not copyrighted at all hat.
I'm going to move to the west, sort of second from the south. I think if we stick vaguely close together, we can at least help. Whereas if we're opposite corners of the room, we are literally on our own.
What do you want me to do?
Get that horn, Bum.
Okay. Right. Okay, so who's doing what first?
Right, on the count of 5, we should all hit these things.
Yes, and then afterwards, Bum can give me the horn.
Right, so who? What? I mean, Okay, so you're all hitting at once, yeah?
Yeah.
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 Thank you for listening. If you've enjoyed this episode, hit the subscribe button on your favourite podcast app to ensure you don't miss any future instalments of Dice and Desire. And in the meantime, if you want to interact with us, come and find us on Twitter and Instagram at Dice and Desire.
This is the Explorers Collection, brought to you by Homebrew Dice. From ancient tales to treacherous lands, each of these 10 dice sets and matching boxes will take you and your party into new worlds of adventure. We need your support to bring this incredible collection to life, which is why it's coming up on Kickstarter on July 29th. With stretch goals available, such as art prints, PDF one-shot campaigns written for each set, and more, you can immerse yourself in worlds created for an escape from reality. What are you waiting for? Go to homebrewdice.co.uk/Kickstarter to be notified on launch, and let's go on an adventure together.